Hi everyone, we are live now. So let's proceed with Benjamin Bloom taxonomy. So this is in curriculum development. So Benjamin Bloom is the famous proponent for taxonomy of educational objectives. He created a hierarchy of learning objectives, which is cognitive, the knowledge, affective, the attitude, the psychomotor, which is the skills, and he also emphasizes this cognitive knowledge, attitude, cognitive attitude skills that is from simple to complex. Benjamin Bloom is an American educational psychologist who created a helpful framework to classify different types of learning objectives, known as Bloom's taxonomy. So, the Bloom's taxonomy helps teachers plan the lessons, activities, and assessment at different levels of thinking. So let us dig deeper. So, this is the original copy of Bloom's taxonomy. Don't you worry, we'll be discussing it one by one later. So first, he has the knowledge or remembering, comprehension or understanding, application is applying, analysis, analyzing, synthesis, creating, and the last part is the evaluations and or evaluating. So that is in original Bloom's taxonomy. So first, let us discuss the knowledge or remembering. So this is the foundation of learning, where students simply recall facts, definitions, or basic concepts they've previously learned. It's like storing information in your memory so you can bring it out when needed. So this is just the first step, that is remembering. You can able to recall facts and you can get it and you can use it when you need it. For example, imagine a child confidently reciting the multiplication table while helping their mom in the kitchen measures ingredients. So remembering that 4 times 2 equals 8 without needing to count fingers. So the child here can able to answer 4 times 2 equals 8 without any calculations, without using calculators or using their fingers to get the answer number 8. So this stage builds confidence and prepares learners for deeper understanding. Number 2, we have the comprehension or the understanding. So this stage is about grasping the meaning of information and being able to explain ideas or concepts in your own words. It shows that you don't just remember facts, you actually understand what they mean. So, in comprehension level, at this stage, the child or the learners can able to understand and can able to conceptualize in their own words. For example, picture a young learner excitedly telling their little sibling how rain happens. So first, water goes up as a vapor, and then when it's hot, then it forms a clouds, and then when the clouds get heavy, and when the clouds get heavy, it rains. So at this stage, the child could able to explain things on their own. So at this stage, student can able to describe, explain, or summarize what they've learned in a way that makes sense to them. So here, the child in comprehension has the capacity to understand and to explain on their own. Number 3, we have application. So, or applying. This stage is about taking what you've learned and using it in real life or in a new situation. So means you understand concept well enough. It means you understand concept well enough to put it into action beyond the classroom. So at this stage, the students can able to apply it. Their learnings, they can able to apply that one in their own. So it can apply beyond the classroom. For example, imagine a student at the market helping their mom figure out how much change they should get after buying vegetables using additions and subtraction they learned in school. So at this stage, learners show they can transfer knowledge and use it in a practical daily task, projects, or problem. So in the application stage, the students can able to transfer their learnings in this classroom into the real life situation. Number 4, we have the analysis or analyzing. So in these levels, it involves breaking down information into smaller parts to understand how they are connected or they work together. It's like being a little detective, examining details, finding patterns, and seeing the bigger picture through its pieces. So here in the analysis, the learners can able to distinguish the relationship between the scenarios or between the pieces. Okay, like for example, picture students reading a fable like The Tortoise in the Hare and identifying the characters, the problem, the sequence of events, and the moral lesson behind that. So, noticing how the story teaches patience and humility. So at this stage, learners can compare, contrast, categorize, or explain relationship between the ideas of the concepts. So in the analysis part, the child or the learners can able to know the relationship between the ideas or the concepts. Number 5, we have the synthesis or creating. So this is where learners combine ideas to form something original, new, or unique. It's about using creativity and imagination while applying what they know to invent, design, or compose. So here in the synthesis, the learners could able to apply or create their original version of such things. Like for example, imagine a child writing their own short bedtime story, mixing characters from their favorite fairy tales and adding brand new ending they dreamed up themselves. So at this level, the students plan, design, invent, or write something new, showing deeper understanding and personalized expression. So synthesis, the child can able to create their original version using their knowledge, their previous knowledge, and then they can able to create or like mix things up of their learnings. Number 6, this is the highest order in the original context of the evaluations or evaluating. So this stage where learners make judgment, give opinions, or decide if something is good, bad, fair, or useful based on set criteria. So it means you have mastered enough knowledge and understanding to confidently critique or justify your thoughts. So in evaluations, it's time for the learners to evaluate their performance, if it is good or not, if it is what they call this one, usable, or what effect or what is the outcome of their output. They can able to assess themselves. Example, picture a teenager reading two different stories and choosing which one they like better, and then explaining why, like I preferred the second story because it teaches a clearer lesson about kindness and characters felt more real. So at this level, students can able to defend their choices. They can able to critique the ideas, assess situation, or support their opinions with reasons. So here, the children has already equipped with knowledge because they can able to assess themselves. They can able to critique their output. And then Benjamin Bloom developed classification system to help educators design learning objectives and assessment across different levels of cognitive complexity. His taxonomy organizes learning goals from simple recall of facts to complex critical thinking. These frameworks helps teachers write clear objectives and develop activities that encourage higher order thinking. So this is the revised Bloom's taxonomy. It was revised on the year of 2001. So, first, remembering, which is the retrieving relevant knowledge, understanding, constructing meaning information, applying, using knowledge in concrete situations, breaking down information, which is analyzing, evaluating is evaluating is making judgment based on criteria, and putting elements together to form something new. In original Bloom's taxonomy, the higher order is evaluating. However, in the revised taxonomy, the higher one is creating. It was interchanged into creating. Okay, let us discuss further. Okay, so again, first, remembering. So this is the basic foundation of learning where students recall facts, terms, definitions, or simple concepts they've already encountered. Storing important pieces knowledge in your mental toolbox to use when needed. So again, remembering is just a simple recall. Okay, understanding this stage, the students able to understand, can able to describe, able to summarize, describe, classify, or discuss concepts clearly, showing they truly get the material. So here, the students can able to understand things like example a while ago is 8 plus 4 times 2 equals 8. So they can able to understand how does it come to get the answers 8. Actually, original context of taxonomy and the revised one, the only changes is the higher thinking, or the higher order is in the original, that is the evaluating. However, in the revised, that is the creating. Okay, so applying the stage 3 is applying. In this stage, the students can able to apply their knowledge, and we have analyzing. The students here can able to break information into parts. It's gonna be the same in the original context, and however here, number 6, this is the second to the last higher thinking skills evaluating in the revised taxonomy. So again, this is the stage where the students can able to judge their output. The students can able to justify, defend, or support their opinions. And in the revised, the higher order is the creating. Here, the students can able to create original content of their knowledge. They can able to, the learners can able to plan, construct, design, and innovate, showing deep understanding and personal expressions. Again, a simple example. So, in the original context of Bloom's taxonomy, instead of just memorizing definitions, which is the knowledge, students might ask how to design a project applying concepts, which is the creating. And then after that one, the students can able to critique an argument, which is called evaluating. However, in the revised taxonomy, the highest level is the evaluating and creating was interchanged in the revised taxonomy. So in short, Bloom's taxonomy, or Benjamin Bloom, he is the one who create the hierarchical classification of cognitive skills, and it is widely used for writing objectives, teaching, and assessment. So taxonomy focuses on developing higher order thinking skills. And why is Bloom's taxonomy are so important? It is very important because Bloom's taxonomy guide us in understanding how people learn and think, from simple memorization to complex creativity. So here's why those 6 levels matters. Let us discuss further. Number 1, builds a strong relationship or strong foundation. Second, encourage deeper thinking. And number 3, supports clear learning goals. Number 4, promotes active learning. Number 5, prepares for real world challenges. And number 6, helps track progress. Okay, number 1, builds a strong foundations. So Bloom's taxonomy, before we can create or evaluate, we need to remember and understand the basics. So Bloom's taxonomy helps learners start with simple facts and grow confidence in what they know. Okay? Number 2, encourage deeper thinking. So taxonomy pushes learners to move beyond rote memorizations or analyzing, applying, and evaluating information, and helping them become critical thinkers who can who can solve problems in real life. Okay? Number 3, supports clear learning goals. So, taxonomy, the teachers and learners use Bloom's taxonomy to set clear objectives, knowing exactly what kind of thinking or skill is expected in each step. So number 4, promotes active learning. So Bloom's taxonomy, or Benjamin Bloom's, it encourages learners to actively engage with material by explaining, applying, and creating instead of passively just listening or reading. So the Bloom's taxonomy, after in each stages, on the higher order, the students can able to apply what they learn or what they read in the classroom into a real life scenario. Number 5, so it prepares for real world challenges. From everyday decisions to complex jobs, Bloom's help learners develop the full range of thinking skills needed to adapt, innovate, and succeed. Okay, so Benjamin Bloom's work is really important because it helps learners to adapt, to innovate, and succeed in real life. And then number 6, Bloom helps track progress. It gives a clear roadmap from simple recall to creative output, helping both the teachers and the learners to see growth over time. So in short, Bloom's taxonomy is like step-by-step ladder that supports learner to climb from basic knowledge to confident, creative problem solvers, from confident to creative problem solvers. So it's a powerful tool for lifelong learning at school, work, and beyond. So let us continue later or tomorrow. John Dewey's works. So let us park it right now. So if you want to learn something or if you want to learn more, please consider subscribing to support my channel for me to get motivated, for me to do better, for me to um, exhaust my capacity to make this effective. All right, so thank you so much for watching. See you on the next video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, or share. Thank you so much.